White River's new camp cleaver is a versatile camp and hunting tool built for both cutting and chopping. It is also an excellent skinning blade. The camp cleaver features an easy to manipulate ergonomic handle, a unique modified cleaver blade shape, and a convenient hang hole, and it comes with a leather sheath. Well, welcome back, my friends, to another, I about had it there, rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a White River Camp Cleaver in S35VN rendition, if you will. Guys, it's Memorial Day. There's a separate video coming out, and I'm going to entitle it, Why Choir Boys Outdoors Cares About Veterans, and we'll deal with it then. But let's do this. There was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. Today and this weekend, I guarantee it's been higher. Promise you it has. That's why here at the channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. We love you. You have a place here. That's what that means. We back to blue over here. We support Leo all to the chagrin of many. How do you do it, Scab? Well, personally, I don't break the damn law. I know that not everybody agrees with that particular cause, and I understand that. It's the beauty of living in the good old US of A. Finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal. This is the Camp Cleaver by White River. Big fan of White River. I really am. I love their stuff. Let's just dive into it. I wanted to do some different things with this knife, try some different stuff. To me, and before I ever read, what I read to you in the opening was its little description. Be honest with you, there's some good looking ribs there. I'll be honest with you, 100%. I thought before I ever started this video, this would be the perfect camp tool. Now, we're going to test out all aspects of it. This isn't a super long video. It doesn't need to be. It is a phenomenal knife. I've been trying to cut down on the bullshit and just leave in the pertinent parts. I shot this video in the same sequence. So as you see the different clips, that's how I shot it. I've also used this knife a good bit since I've had it probably 2 months now. Of course, this is from JR. Big shout out, big thank you to JR. I've used it some to get acclimated to it. White River comes pretty sharp. They really, really do. Any lack of sharpness throughout this video is due to prior use from me and the way we shot the video. Great balance point. But I thought when I saw this thing, I thought, man, that would just be a badass little camp knife for cooking, for skinning, for processing up wood. Now that little hole right there, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. That's for hanging it up. If you're skinning game, if you're doing something like that, and sometimes folks will put holes in things at part of the manufacturing process. It just is. They said specifically it is made to hang up. So now we know, and knowing is half the battle. White River uses a lot of S35VN, and to me, they do a phenomenal job with their S35VN. And throughout this video, we go a little harder on it, do some heavy batoning, do a little chopping. Here we're doing the Donnie B all day drop test, the Donnie B all day throw it at the stump test. Now, the thing that I like about this cleaver is it's made kind of a modified with a point on it. It's not the greatest stabber as you're going to see, but it'll get the job done. Right here, we're going to do a little stabbing. Good call, Scabber. Now, right here, let's see it. Bip, bounced it. My bad. Bip, got it right there. The handle scales are micarta. Let me give you some specs. The overall length is 10 1/4. The blade length is 5.5 inches. The blade thickness is 4 millimeters thick. The blade width, and this is pretty consistent, is 1 3/4 inches. So it's pretty damn slicey. The handle material is micarta, and it feels like that canvas micarta. It's got a really, really good feel to it. The overall length of the handle is 4.5 inches. It does have a wig splitter at the bottom. The inner grip is 4 inches, so it'll hold any hand, just about any hand on the planet can hold it. Now, the thing that I like about it, I love cleavers. Always have, always will. There's something about them. The thing I like about it is, yes, it's a cleaver, but it's curved. So, if you're batoning wood, and we're going to do some in a minute, that baton can fall right down into that curvature. It's also good for slicing. we do our normal test. I think we did just about everything you can do. And again, with our demonstrations and things like that, we're not trying to do them because you all work in an industrial setting. I just want to show sometimes the toughness of the knife, the make of the knife. How does the edge hold up? Now right here, this is a pretty stout piece of wood. Again, big shout out to What's the Point EDC. Frank over there, appreciate you, brother. I love my Bam Bam stick. A good baton makes all the difference in the world. I'm the world's worst batoner. I drop shit half the time. But right here you can see we just kind of beat the knife in. The edge didn't chip. It didn't roll. No flex to it. Felt pretty good. Batoning, I really enjoyed batoning with this. The overall use of the knife feels really good in hand. I'm not a cook. Y'all seen that up front. But as far as like processing food, like that apple, peeling that apple, to me, that shows the dexterity of the knife, and a lot of that's the user skill, okay? It's not the knife. I really thought I had that sumbitch this time. This knife, and I was shocked. I thought this is going to be the worst apple skinner that I've had, and it's been the best. But the knife is very easy to use. The handle's very comfortable. Doing the stab, I was stabbing into that tire. Now, that's just tire tread. It's not steel belted. It's not anything like that, but it's probably 3/4 to an inch thick. And this knife sliced it pretty easily. We went through some very, very tough materials. And again, I do that so not that everybody uses this stuff, okay? That's not the point. The point of it is, for me, if it'll handle this stuff, it'll handle just about anything. I know that White River does a good job with their S35V, so when it comes to sharpening, it won't be a problem here. Now, right here, we did some batoning, and then I had read that about the chopping, and I thought, well, let's see. Now, it's not a super heavy knife. The weight is 9.3 ounces, and just so everybody knows, it's made in the good old US of A, but it's 9.3 ounces. That'd be heavy for a pocket knife, but for a fixed blade, it's really not. Is it a great chopper? No. Would it be good for camp tasks? Yes. If you're breaking down little sticks, and most of the time, guys, most guys, very few actually do a ton of batoning. Some people do. But most of the time, if they're in camp and they need to get a fire going, they're going to break the sticks, they're going to do whatever. But it's good to know that this knife would do it. Now, we're using a pressure-treated 4x4, okay, with knots all in it. I'd say this thing, for a 9.1 ounce little cleaver, chopped the shit out of it pretty good. And it's pretty damn slicing. Now, I'm going to strop it up, give it back to JR, and I think it'll be razor sharp again. But overall, my overall thoughts, would I use this? Yeah, I may get one, and I'm dead serious. I was thinking about this. I'm going to be camping with Blackie in the fall. I'm thinking about getting me one and taking it. Taking this, taking a Nesmic, taking some different styles, and just trying each out each different day. Guys, real quick, Brothers of the Knives, Salty Red Corn, let's get him to 1,000. He's so close, so close. Big J's Knives, let's get him to 1,000. I know that both them boys are running. They may have passed it. If they did, cool. If not, let's get them there. Donnie B all day. Joe from JS Bladecraft. Grugsy, Legion Tactical. Randy, WSL. Peterbilt. A lot of great channels out there, guys. Let's check them out. I hope everybody has a great week. And again, please check out the video I got coming up, Why We Care About Veterans. I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Camp Cleaver's badass, too.